Hi guys, Emdi Plays here, bringing you another Clash Royale video. So today what I'm going to be doing is giving you my 5 top tips for winning in Clash Royale 2v2s. Now, tip number 1, we're just going to get straight into it, is use the teammate button to check the teammate's deck. Now, in between the bottom right King Tower and the bottom right Princess Tower, what you're going to be able to do is there's going to be a teammate button, then a colon, then your teammate's name. So in this case it will be RG no skill. What you're going to need to do is tap and hold, and it's basically going to show you their hand. Now, this obviously helps when you're trying to defend, tells you whether you need to defend or whether they need to defend, or whether you should attack or go on offense, or whether they should, or whether you both should do one or the other. And obviously this really does help when you are not on voice chat, because most of these tips are going to help when you're not on voice chat, because when you're on voice chat, most of these are pretty simple to do when you're chatting anyway. Like you can tell your opponent or your teammate their hand when you're actually chatting. So pretty much most of these tips are going to help you if you're playing quick matches, which is what most people do, I'm aware of, not on voice chat. Number 2, count teammates elixir using the teammate button. So basically what you can do is if you show their hand, like I said in tip number 1, what you can basically do is, say for example they have a 6 elixir card, what you can do is actually hold the button and say they have 4 elixir. Whenever you gain elixir in your hand, it shows it grayed out basically, and it slowly ticks round until it eventually fills up and then it goes colourful, fully colourful at least. So this is basically how it works in 2v2s as well. When you try and view their hand, you pretty much view whatever they can see too, which really does help, because you can also see their elixir. Obviously the max amount you can count is 9 elixir. Obviously you could fully count their elixir if you really wanted to, but it's a lot easier to just focus on the game, because in 2v2s it is extremely hectic. Just focusing on the game is a lot better option. You can see they're low on elixir if all their cards are counting down, even the 3 elixir one. That pretty much means they're on less than 3 elixir. That means you'll have to defend, for example, in a situation like that, which really does help. Tip number 3, use decks that synergize with others. So obviously, I've actually got 2 examples here. Now, apologies, you will not be able to see the game for a second, but someone in my clan is actually using this deck. Now, obviously, this won't work too good in 2v2s. It doesn't have any rares, it only has 1 common, and it has 6 epics and only 1 legendary. So, obviously, very epic heavy. That is not a good thing all the time. Probably most of the time, it's actually a negative. And obviously, you need to have cards that are going to synergize in 2v2. Obviously, with this, mirror, lower level epics, it's not going to help you out very much in 2v2s. So what you're going to need to do is use a deck like mine. So obviously I am using this deck right now, which really does work in 2v2s, because there are so many combos for pushes that you can do. So you can do Executioner with Battle Ram, Battle Ram Minor Poison, Battle Ram Poison, Battle Ram Log, Minor Log, so many different combos. Literally, I've only just named a few. There are so many different combos that you can obviously create. And then obviously with the minor Battle Ram one, I don't know if I actually mentioned it because there are so many. Battle Ram Minor, what you can basically do is predict what they're going to place by doing a Battle Ram and then a minor a few tiles from the tower, from their tower basically. This normally does work unless they obviously have a Mega Knight, or a rocket or a spell to stop you. But yeah, obviously decks that synergize in 2v2 are generally ones that have multiple different pushes with few cards. So a deck like mine would really work in 2v2s. Tip number 4, use emotes to interact. So obviously, if you're not on voice chat, you can obviously use emotes to interact. So say for example, you hover a hog, then your teammate does a thumbs up and hovers poison, which obviously is going to back up your push. Obviously, if they do a thumbs up, it's more likely for you to get supported with your push with their poison, because it is happening so many times where you actually hover a card, they hover something to support it, and then you place yours, but they don't actually place their poison, say, in my example, to actually support it. That does happen a lot, and obviously if you do a thumbs up, it guarantees you they're definitely going to back up your push, which really does help in 2v2s if you're not on voice chat. And finally, last but not least, tip number 5, get double crowns for clan chests with clan mates. So obviously, this isn't actually a tip for winning, but it's kind of a bonus tip in here. So get double crowns. What it means is if you do a 2v2 with your clan mates, what you're going to be able to do is actually get 3 crowns. Say if you get 3 crowns, you're going to get 3 crowns for yourself and 3 crowns for your teammate. Because basically, the game actually can't handle half crowns. It used to be able to in the clan battles, but now it actually doesn't, because half crowns would probably confuse people. So obviously duplication of crowns is makes a lot more sense, because if you do 2v2s with someone in a different clan and you get 1.5 crowns, it doesn't really make much sense. But obviously in the same clan, two of the people in the clan are going to be getting the same amount of crowns, so you actually do end up getting double crowns, which basically means you're able to get clan chests in double the speed if you just do 2v2s within the clan, which really does help out a lot. Obviously reminds me back to when we used to do Discord sessions occasionally. We were actually able to do 2v2s with people inside of the clan, or indeed in the feeder. We were actually able to get an absolute ton of crowns during them, which really did help with obviously getting progress in them. So if you do struggle in your clan chests, getting those top tiers, then make sure you're doing 2v2s with your clan to be able to get them. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Obviously, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully it's helped you out at least. Learn a thing or two from 2v2s in the game. And yeah, like I said, comment, subscribe, and peace out.